So our next segment is another yet amazing keynote session for which I request Mr. Anuj Kapur, VP and Head of India Region for Iron Mountain India, who will do the honors. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Kapur?
Was founded with a single goal: finding an innovative way to protect vital information and providing our customers with peace of mind by proving we understand what they value most. Security is still the cornerstone of our business, but today it's about a lot more than securing information. It's about transforming physical and digital content, unlocking meaningful business value and deeper insight for our customers, faster and more effectively. By discovering what matters most and leveraging the full potential in an overwhelming flood of data. And introducing creative, cutting-edge technologies like AI and machine learning that turn today's data challenges into tomorrow's business advantages. We're also securing a better future for our planet, significantly lowering greenhouse gas emissions through facility efficiency standards, and an unwavering commitment to green energy use across our organization, and helping customers achieve their own emissions goals, certifying that their information is securely stored in data centers powered by 100% renewable energy, ensuring the disposal of their retired IT assets is handling in a manner that minimizes waste and reduces their carbon footprint. Safeguarding assets, uncovering insights, transforming business, and helping to shape a better world. Iron Mountain.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And I think I stand here between, I think the awards and cocktails. So I'm going to make this quick. I think in the previous presentation, we saw the legacy of Dun & Bradstreet, 170 years. I don't think we matched that. We're about 70 years. So, much younger company than D&B. And we saw some of the legacy in the video before. I think the whole conference has been about the game is changing and in the BFSI and with fintech coming in and so on. And I'm going to just take the next 5 to 10 minutes and telling you how we as Iron Mountain can support that change and as we move forward. So I think we've been talking about digital, we're talking about fintech. Typically, fintech sits at the one extreme of digital, and the other extreme is physical. So I think I talk of being, we all talk of being a paperless office, and I think we believe it's going to be a less paper office, which essentially means that both physical and digital have to coexist. So we as Iron Mountain are a global company. We are headquartered out of Boston, Massachusetts in the US, $5 billion in revenue, $20 billion in valuation on the New York Stock Exchange. 95% of Fortune 1000 are our customers, and we are a unique company with a scale across the globe. So when we came to India about 20 years ago, did 6 acquisitions, and our core business of physical storage still continues to be extremely strong. With those 6 acquisitions, we've got 71 warehouses in 21 cities of India, holding 3,000 crore pages of paper, in them. And that's the kind of physical storage that still exists, and we kind of add at least another 200 crores pages every year, with both BFSI being a very large chunk of it, almost 1/3, government being another very big segment that we have. But I think as the game is changing, how do we help you move from physical to digital, and be able to marry both physical and digital, and I'm going to take a little bit on that. Besides that, when we store paper, we also store tapes. So we help customers move from paper to cloud. We help customers move from tape to cloud. And we help new age technologies, including AI, ML, generative AI, to then extract value out of unstructured data. And I think that's the key in our ability to win in the marketplace. And I think there was a conference that I was at the other day where, particularly in the area of AI, they're saying that the lack of data in the East, and there's a lot of data in West, because of which they have much better analytics. I think we have the data. It's just that a lot of times it's lying in forms that we are not able to extract and not able to create, and we help our customers do that. So in the BFSI sector, we essentially start from physical storage, helping them, and we've been doing that for 70 years. But I think from there, besides better physical storage, if it comes to original home documents, we call it vital. But then even if there's files moving, how do we use technology to track that as it move along, even in physical form, and then bring it into digital form from a scanning perspective, taking it into a workflow, extracting data from physical records. Not only do you scan, but you actually digitalize by taking out data, even if it is an unstructured form, using machine learning to be able to figure out, even if it's a table, if it's different pieces, to be able to do that, and then be able to use that into your core digital world. So you have a native digital world, you have a physical world, and we help companies bring in that. We run a lot of processes in the BFSI sector. We actually, combine right from the time it originates till the time, it comes in. So from a sector perspective, 53 plus banks, we are entrusted with the records and information management. 40% of banks account for majority of the business and the volume that we bring. Most of the public sector banks, private banks, as well as all the global banks that we do. So our expertise essentially lies in how the new customer demands change, how we can increase the scrutiny and bring costs down for our customers. How do we make you be more compliant in regulations? How do we make your audit be successful? How do we get you on your fingertips, whether it's in physical form or digital form, and make sure that you are you can react to regulatory requirements very, very quickly. At the common theme of everything that we do is data security, where we make sure that whether it's in physical form, digital form, we provide you the utmost pieces on data security. I think a lot of us forget. We all talk about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a buzzword which is now a concern for CEO and boards. But I think there is data lying in physical form, whether it's in tapes or it's in paper, or it's in IT assets. It could be on a printer, it could be on a laptop, it could be on a server. When you dispose these IT assets away, there is data in them. So there is data security, and we have a data center business which also holds data. So, data security is a common link. The other common link is ESG, where the environment is at the core at everything that we do, whether it's the recycling of paper, whether it's about shredding e-waste and making sure it's zero landfill, or it's using, being net zero at our warehouses as well as at our data center with the maximum use of renewable energy. So I'm going to just quickly, move into how we help you protect all that you have in terms of assets, in terms of your data. We help you unlock value from your unstructured data as well as from the assets that you've got, and how we help you transform the way you do business into a new way of doing business. So just take a couple of minutes to, I talked about, I talked about physical storage. I think we underestimate the, sorry about that. We underestimate the importance of what you have in physical form and how that has to get integrated into your everyday work, how you can actually extract data from that physical records. And I talked about 71 warehouses with the 3,000 crore pages of paper. But how does that move into as the game is changing? If I was to, I'll come to digital solutions. Let me just talk a little bit about another physical element. There is a physical element of data in IT assets. Okay, so you have laptops, you have servers, you have servers coming out of a data center. Everything goes end of life. When it goes end of life, there is very valuable data lying there. And if that's not erased properly, if that's not disposed of properly, there is as much, if not more, risk of a breach than you have in the cyber world. And I think there have been enough such breaches in the world that have led to huge penalties, particularly in the financial services space. And we provide services to pick up that end-of-life IT asset, dispose it off in a zero landfill environment, or repurpose it and provide you value and remarket it for you. Yeah, so let me talk about, it's all been about digital as the game changes. So as you move from physical to digital, the speed time to value becomes the most important element of it. And as you get into your digital transformation, you need to have value that's created in your solutions that come and bring the digital and the physical together. So if I was to just look at this platform, which is Insight. I think some of you were at a stall outside and we were talking about it. It basically allows you to have a source at the bottom, which is human-generated data, application-generated data, coming from the record center, which is the scanned data, coming from your tapes that are archived tapes and going into that piece, and other repositories, which could be video as well as audio files, and brings that into one big data lake. Okay, gives you a content services platform, which is a visualization layer to be able to see that, locate what you want, when you want it, how you want it, and be able to then use analytics with all that data put together. Whether even things like extraction, when you're trying to you have digitization happening at your branch level, people are scanning records, but if that scan of records is just an image, what we are doing is using intelligent data processing to extract that data out of it, and you can choose the fields you're extracting, you can keep the whole piece. So now remember, you can even search on the document, not just on the metadata of the piece. Just a small example of what I said, but this platform allows you to create a workflow which will then have a complete, maybe loan approval process or a claim process coming, onto the platform. So I'm going to play a little. Yeah. Okay. So here's the piece that comes, from the physical, digital, as well as media coming together. So we have we actually can provide a single pane of glass where you can actually see on the same platform what's lying in physical form. Okay, and these are the boxes, these are the paper, this is what is lying in this warehouse, and what's being scanned out of that, and what's native digital all together. So if Anuj Kapur was to come to you for a loan and you're trying to look at the 5 instances I've interacted with the bank, some of it lying in physical form, some of it in a scanned form, and some of it native digital. If you want more information, you can just on the click of a button request for an image on demand. Within 2 hours from the warehouse, they would scan it, put it into the system, and you can continue with your process, and it doesn't have to wait for a withdrawal, et cetera, et cetera. So decision making becomes a lot faster. Okay, just one small example. And of course, once you've extracted data, I'm going to give you a little bit of a pharma example, although I'm at a BFSI event, but it'll give just to prove the point, where they had, they wanted something like a gold batch, where they do manufacturing, And in that manufacturing, even one small defect and the whole batch is out. And that was all lying in a whole amount of paper. We did a POC where we scanned that, we took out the data, and we helped them analyze what it takes to make a gold batch. So, okay, so I'm going to just let you watch this, and that should illustrate the point. Can we get the audio, please? Guys, can we get the audio, please? Technology eludes us.
The explosion of data across industries. Many organizations struggle to classify and access.
Finally.
With the explosion of data across industries, many organizations struggle to classify, access, and make use of the full value of their data. Iron Mountain Insight is a cloud-native content services platform that helps organizations unlock insights with the ability to easily import, automatically classify, and seamlessly access and analyze information. While most information is now digital, many companies still have the need to access data in physical records as well. To uncover the value hidden in that data, Iron Mountain Insight supports data ingestion from a wide variety of sources. From paper documents to video footage, both physical and digital data sources are easily imported into Iron Mountain Insight. Machine learning-based classification and extraction is then applied, which adds structure, context, and metadata to the information to make it more usable. This allows users to effortlessly search for contracts, invoices, images, and more. Then organize the results as a collection that can be recalled instantly when needed. The platform utilizes both text and visual classification to enable features such as face recognition, as well as recognizing documents that are duplicates. Users can intelligently search across documents like spreadsheets, improve privacy, security, and compliance with the ability to identify and obfuscate sensitive information, such as PII, and control access, as well as apply appropriate policies. Users can even access relevant information for a given geographical location, all in just seconds. If you don't know what you have, you might be missing new revenue opportunities and cost savings. Unlock the potential of your information with Iron Mountain Insight. To learn more, please contact us today.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go through each of these case studies, but we worked with some of the top banks in India. This is all India, NBFCs, and help them run their processes and help them go from physical to digital and coexist with physical and digital. And I think as the level of digital maturity varies, depending on whether you are a fintech where you are completely digital to a company that was legacy that is trying to move to digital, and large banks which have been digital now for a while, there are different needs that they have. And not only do we provide technology, we also provide people to be able to run that technology, bring you efficiencies, as well as save costs, as well as a faster go-to-market. I think it's all about rethinking the way you do your business and rethink the content services that are there. I'm going to just end by something for the fintech as well, because fintech is not physical at all. Okay, so we are in the we've invested in India. We announced $150 million into a tier 4 data center company called Webworks. We are now majority share in that JV, and we provide co-location services. So we are an infrastructure provider. So like we provided warehouses to put your paper, now we provide you a data center to keep your servers. So as fintechs typically get born in the cloud, they move into a hyperscaler, but as they scale up, suddenly the costs of the hyperscaler goes prohibitively up, and that's when you need to move in into your own servers, but not in your own office, but into a data center, which gives you better connectivity, better security, better environments. My only thing that I'll urge is that as you launch these services, and I've run a cybersecurity startup for 2 years, before coming here, please make sure that your product is cloud agnostic, which allows you to migrate and you're not tightly twined into a cloud, which then allows you to go and do your own thing. So I'm going to end by saying, our journey together starts historically 70 years old from paper records. It's moving into digital files, audio files, media, photographs, and integration together to be able to get the best of both worlds and be able to coexist as you move forward. So Iron Mountain's about protect, unlock, and transform your business and to rethink how you do your business. Thank you very much.